Hey everyone, it's Crystal Neath, your intuitive tarot reader with Next Level Tarot, and I'm here with your daily tarot reading for April 2nd, 2019. And of course, as you know, in this reading, I'll be looking over the overall energy of course, April 2nd. And let's get right into the message. The first card we have out is the Ace of Cups, which was here with us yesterday. We also have the Five of Coins, the Five of Swords, and I pulled a couple of clarifying cards just to see what was going on. And we have the Two of Cups, which visited us the other day. And we also have the Eight of Swords, okay? And this was in reverse. So let's get into it. What really stuck out to me was that the Ace of Cups was here for the April 1st reading. And I remember speaking about how this was like an emotional reset for us. This was God giving us a help when it comes to the emotional side of life. As we know, once we get a feeling that sets in, everything from there on out is just, you know, you pretty much give it an emotional reaction because the emotions are a huge part of our human existence. And so to have the month start off with the Ace of Cups, it almost makes me think of a child, okay? And I guess I'm using this example because we are in Aries season, and Aries is all about the child. And Aries is known for, they can get into a fight with you the day before, and the next day they're like, hey girl, how you doing? And it's not in a fake way. So I'm going to explain this. It's because they're a child at heart. So you have to think about it. A child doesn't hold grudges. Think about a child that's been abused by their parent. Even though we'll look at them and say, how could they forgive their parents? You know, how could they spank their child and their child still comes up and hugs the mom afterwards? And it's like, because children don't really keep track of wrongdoing, and I'm not saying that as children we don't remember trauma. Please don't. I'm not trying. That's a different topic, but I'm just speaking of that moment when a child has the reaction of realizing, I can forgive mommy. You know, I can have this little fight on a playground and come back and give you a hug. So what I think the message was for April, setting the tone, was we have to keep our emotions and our emotional center pure at all times. No matter who wants to hit low, like they always say, go high when people hit low, because it keeps you strong emotionally and it keeps this water pure. The moment you let the negativity in, it starts to taint the water, and it starts to taint your emotional well-being, and you have to work that much harder to get out of this feeling, okay? And I think I'm skipping around a little bit, but I think that's where the Eight of Swords comes in, because if you allow people to get to your mind, I'm just going to turn the card around so you can see it. If you allow, all of these are thoughts and things that people have said to this woman, or ways that they have made her feel, you know, to where if she felt a certain way and then it got set in her thought process, and now she just feels trapped. She feels like a prisoner in her own mind because she allowed that tainted energy to get in, okay? Now, I am happy to see that the Eight of Swords is in reverse. So it does make me feel like, you know, even if people say these things, let them kind of roll out of your mind. Realize that, you know, people's opinions about you and their little, you know, things that they want to say to make you feel outcasted. You know, it's a horrible feeling when people make you feel like you don't belong or something is wrong with you and you're really being the best person that you can. What we have to realize is, you all, some people just don't like us for the inner light that we have. Most people who watch this channel are enlightened. They're on the path to enlightenment. They're doing their best to be the best people possible every day. And some people just don't like that. Some people just want to see you stuck in misery. You know, it's sad, but that's how some individuals are. Okay. Now, next we have the Five of Coins. Now, it's crazy because I did a reading the other day. I'm sure everybody heard about Nipsey, the rapper who was murdered. Okay. And I don't really like bringing up things that happen in the world in the reading, because I try to block that out. That way we can stay as pure as possible, okay, and as positive as possible. But sometimes things come up. And in the reading, it was I can't remember what the first card was, but the second card was the Two of Cups, which actually popped back up. And then we also had the Five of Coins in the last position. And my intuition said, these are the same people. This is them, and this is where they are. And then this couple turned into this couple. And then when that story came out, it made sense to me, because the first thing I thought about, if you all aren't familiar, this rapper was murdered. It's a lot of conspiracy around it. Some people are saying that it was planned due to him having a lot of information he was about to reveal about a certain individual named Dr. Sebi, who did a lot of research when it comes to health and AIDS and herpes and all different type of things. And, it was just, everybody has their opinions. But when I look back at that reading, I said, wow, that was certain relationships the other day. I think it was Sunday. There was certain relationships going from this happy union of, love. And, they say the Two of Cups it's temporary love, right? And then going into this energy of this Five of Coins. And I felt like this is that couple. They started off feeling great, happy, young, vibrant, and life hit them hard, okay? And long story short, I know this is kind of irrelevant, but it made me think of Lauren London, okay? His girlfriend, and his child's mother, and how she must be feeling, left out in the cold, completely let down by society. And he was a very strong activist in the community. And life does hit you like that sometimes. But regardless, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so here it is, once again, revisiting us. The Five of Pentacles. This energy of financial debt and feeling left out in the cold, and feeling like when I need the world the most, why aren't they here? And it's funny because it's a church that these two people are walking outside of, and they're not in it, okay? They don't feel worthy of going in. They feel hurt. They feel like their finances, they went from this beautiful energy of the Two of Cups, all nice and decked out, to, life has really hit them hard, and they've taken some financial hits, and all type of, poverty has set in. And it's a really hard feeling when you feel left out in the cold, that no one cares, okay? So watch it today. Let's keep the Ace of Cups strong, okay? Let's keep our emotional well-being at a place of purity. So no matter what life throws at us, because you're probably going to see a lot of people on April 2nd feeling left out in the cold, talking about financial debt. I mean, look at the big thing that's been in the tabloids about Nipsey Hussle, about, him doing so much to emotionally give back to the community and being in a position of feeling left out in the cold. Him and his girlfriend, I'm sure Lauren London is feeling horrible at this point, And I know this is a reading for everybody, but sometimes situations out in the public can reflect what's going on collectively for us. So don't be surprised if situations of being left out in the cold or hurt, financial debt come up today, okay? Then we have the Five of Swords, okay, you all, which is that winning at any cost. This man right here, he's beat these two people up pretty badly. He's taken their swords. They gave up. They just walked away. And he has this smirk on his face of happiness that he just beat them, And it's the win at any cost. But nobody truly wins. Yeah, you walk away thinking that you're a big shot, but what's next? You lost two friends. You made two people feel horrible. You allowed someone to taint your emotional cup. And now you've at a place to where, you made yourself feel left out, and now you let it mentally sink into where you've actually attacked. So watch it, you all. Don't let people psychically attack you today. Don't fight with people. I know sometimes it's so hard because we have to stand up for ourselves and we have to speak our truth. I would never tell you not to speak your truth, but let it come from a place of not letting, no matter what they say, don't give them an emotional reaction. give them the reaction that you would give if you were in a happy mind state, because you can get your words out clearly. It's kind of like when you let people get to you so much, you start to cry and your voice kind of starts to crack and you can't even get your words out. And it's, it's kind of like gurus when you hear them speak. A person can say, oh, you're an idiot. You believe in all this peace and love and, you want me to try to calm my mind, but they don't ever give an emotional reaction. So don't find yourself arguing with people who have already given up on life. And I'm not trying to be rude to people who have given up on life, or, have gotten to this point to where their reality has sunk in. These individuals are still these same people. They can get back to this energy, but they have to know that it is a way out, that they can figure it out. They can come out of debt. Don't shoot low when people shoot low. Shoot high, okay? Because you might see more conflict. We are in Aries season. You might see people who want to come for you, argue with you, be combative. Don't do it. Just step back, and visit later on. I'm never saying like if somebody is bullying you at work, or making you feel low, or even in a relationship, made you feel low, or constantly try to start arguments with you. I always say, never act in emotions. It's not to say you can't revisit the situation, but revisit it once the emotions have settled down. That way you can give a proper response. Okay. So yes, really the energy that I'm feeling today, you all, I hope that helped. I hope you all have a beautiful April 2nd. Avoid the conflict. Focus on your emotional cup of keeping it full this April, and I will see you tomorrow.